So we've got Adrian Cox on clarinet, Honey Bolton on guitar, and Alex Gilson on bass.
Hey.
Good to see you. I've got a little introduction I'm going to do first of all. The Adrian Cox Trio have been touring extensively this year, ticking off shows around the globe. They've been as far away as New Zealand, where I think Honey Bolton is from. You're a Kiwi, fantastic. We love Kiwis. This month they have been touring in Denmark, Sweden, UK, Spain, Belgium, and France. They're joining us from Paris now. They've been promoting their new album Club Croco, which is wonderful. And a little quote here: the trio celebrates the music of New Orleans, highlighting the great composers from the city, and have received praise for creating a fresh, respectful representation of the music, exciting audiences from the first note. Well, I would agree with that. I think what you're doing, guys, is great. It's just like a breath of fresh air that we've all needed. Oh yeah. Tell me, the arrangements. absolutely fantastic. Is this a joint thing? I mean, did you get some of this from the original recordings, or how do you come up with that? Because they're really fantastic.
The nice thing is we're all so into this music, and there's so many. The wonderful thing with Jelly Roll Morton, of course, is that he recorded with bands, and he recorded as trio, as a 6-piece, as a 7-piece, but also as a soloist. So Honey might come to me and say, "Have you heard this recording?" And I'm like, "Oh no, actually, I haven't heard that one." And then we sort of take a bit from it, and it really is a collaborative effort when arranging all the music for the whole program that we do.
Yeah.
But for instance, with that tune, I think we took a lot of it from the main band recording by the Red Hot Peppers. But then there is one specifically very good solo version where it's a lot slower than they recorded it. As a band, and it's incredibly groovy, incredibly bluesy. So a lot of the things with the second section, we took the harmony and the groove from that section, but with all the parts of the band first section. So it's really great. There's just a trove of yeah.
So you're kind of editing the arrangements together and knitting them together.
And the great thing is every night we play it, it's slightly different. You know, the dynamic range with the trio is so much fun. You know, you can, you know, and then someone might just start to swing it or put a different groove on it at a different part. You know, it only takes Alex to do something, and we all go with it. And it's that thing of being super exposed in a trio. You're all listening to each other intently, and that's what you can't come off the boil, as you know, and you know with the things you do, Martin. You know, if you took your mind off what you're actually doing for 1 second, you'd be out of the whole thing. So that's what keeps it all exciting.
Yeah. So these arrangements, they kind of evolve all the time. They're organic.
Yeah, exactly.
Just going all
Actually, one of the things that we found when we recorded the album that we're promoting at the moment, quite fresh. We recorded it before we'd played many of these tunes on gigs, and then we found that after basically a week of gigging them, we went back to listen to the album recordings again, and they were basically completely different than what we'd actually laid down on the record. So it's really cool.
How long have you been actually playing together as this trio?
Well, I must tell you this. When the trio started, we had a different bass player, and it was one of these things that
You always get problems with the bass players.
I'll tell you what, not this one.
Perfect. You've got the perfect bass player.
Yeah, really. But it was one of those things where
Sorry, Alex, that's just a cheap joke.
you know, it was a chance thing that the original bass player kind of was. I'm a-ing over a few gigs. You know, if I put a tour together, I expect you to be on the tour. I think it's so important. For me, I think that a band should travel together, should arrive at a concert together, because if you've had a bad journey to a concert, you've all gone through it together. If you've had a great journey to a concert, it's all, you know. And so it was actually only in January, in this exact room here, was when Honey Bolton and Alex Gilson first met. In this room on January the 15th, 2025. And it was one of those things from the first note the two of them played. I always knew it was going to be all right because I knew them both. However, these two, as soon as they played that first note together, they just looked at each other and I saw it. It was like, finally, you know.
Whoa! Oh, great, guys. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to get in before anyone else does. I know this will happen. We want to know what guitar are you playing and what strings you use, okay?
The age old. This is a 1937 Gibson L7. And I mean, it's definitely a player's grade. I mean, everything on it has been changed out apart from the bridge. The bridge is original, but I was on my way to a gig about a year ago, and I had it in my case on my back, and then I felt this massive kudunk, and I opened the case, and the original tailpiece had just snapped clean off. So I had to find a replacement tailpiece. Obviously got the electronics on it, got this Kent Armstrong, which was on when I got it, and it's absolutely fantastic. But it's the same, I think the same model that Grant Green used. Obviously not pickup, but the same model that he used on things like Idle Moments.
When promoters or festivals or things, when they see that it's a trio, sometimes they say, "Oh, is it possible to add somebody to the trio?" They don't, and it's sort of like, well, if you add to the trio, you take away everything that we have.
Oh, man, I've had that so many times.
Every single thing, and people think more people on stage means more. And then we play as a trio. People go, "Oh my gosh, it sounds so massive!" And we did a wonderful festival in Honduras in the south of France, and a big stage, big audience, and it sort of qualified what we were doing as a thing, because it sounded massive and everyone enjoyed it, and it's.
You have to really stick with it and put your foot down with that, because I've been in situations like that where it doesn't mean that adding one other person, it doesn't matter how fantastic they are. It doesn't matter about, if a promoter was to come to you and say, okay, we'll have the trio, but we want Martin Taylor to join you. And you said, oh, okay, then I wouldn't add anything. All I would do I would take away from what you're doing. And in fact, I wouldn't do it. I would say no.
Yeah.
What do you need me for?
You have to start a new band.
It'd be another band.
You could book our other band with Martin.
Yeah, we got this other band. We're available New Year's Eve.
Yeah, exactly. It is so true that, and this has been, just this year has been so fantastic, and it going out and playing, and we have such a good time. And if you're having such a good time, it always transmits on stage as well.
Yeah, but you really have to get on well off stage as well as gel on stage. Because I think we've all had those situations. You're in a band and it's just something, there's someone or something, two aren't getting on or something, and it's just not it really isn't very pleasant. I can remember going back to my days touring with Stefan Grappelli and making some suggestions, some sort of about having a guest, and I would say to Stefan, "What about so and so?" "Oh no, I don't like him." He's a great player. He's fantastic. He'd be a great guest. No, I don't know. Because he had to get on with you. He had to be had to have some kind of thing where you bonded together.
It's so important.
Yeah,
we've definitely got that going on.
Well, I can tell that. Talking of that, play us something else, please. Oh yeah, you guys are exactly what the world needs right now.
Oh, thank you.
You really are.